What's going on, and welcome to Joe's Geek Show, the video series where we talk comics. So just a few days ago, I had done what I would call a random stream, and I slightly touched on Swamp Thing, its cancellation, and even talked about the potential cancellation of the DC Universe app altogether in favor of a WB-based app, which covers, a lot more than just the superhero stuff. So I found this article. This is actually where I read the information on We Got This Covered, with the article titled WB reportedly plans to shut down DC Universe, only Titans may survive. So we're just going to go down. And just like that, Swamp Thing's days are now numbered, which is a real shame seeing how the horror-infused DC show impressed fans the world over with its pilot episode. Warner Bros. Dropped the bombshell last week, explaining that budgetary issues and rough production were mostly what killed off any hope of a second season ever materializing. It's a pity, really, as Swamp Thing was a great new addition to the DC Universe streaming service, which is now seemingly on the verge of being shut down completely, as WarnerMedia continues to develop central platform to rival Disney+. Sources close to We Got This Covered have informed us that despite company's statement last week that DC Universe is here to stay, Warner Bros. Is indeed planning to cancel it in the near future, with the goal to blend it into their aforementioned central streaming site. As for the shows currently on the platform, we're hearing that Titans is likely safe, but the fate of the rest is unknown. All that being said, we still expect the remainder of Young Justice Outsiders to air this summer, in addition to Stargirl and Harley Quinn arriving before the year is up. Titans Season 2, meanwhile, will likely be with us in early 2020, but beyond that, the future of DC Universe and its stable of series is unclear. And it'll likely stay that way for a while, as it's not like Warner Bros. Is going to come out and announce they're shutting the platform when there's still a considerable amount of content on the way. As we said above, though, our source tells us that the streaming service days are numbered, and frankly, we have every reason to believe them, given that it hasn't really taken off like WB no doubt hoped it would. And that is where the article ends. And yeah, I will agree from, especially from what I've been hearing and stuff, the DC Universe app is not performing the way that WB, i.e. DC, thought it would. I think a lot of that also has to do with the fact that this is an American-only streaming service. So, like Titans, that is actually internationally a Netflix series. Because as I was saying in my other video, the whole thing with the niche, like when you have something like Crunchyroll, which is all anime and stuff like that, things like that are all well and good for a while, but after some time, it is nice to see other content on there besides that particular type. So like, even here with the DC app with the superhero shows, and as much as I love superheroes, it is nice to see other things pop up on the streaming sites every once in a while. Like that's why I really still like Netflix, because not only do I have superhero shows on there, but I also have, a plethora of other films as well. So as sad as it is to think about the DC Universe app no longer being around, collapsing it into a more overarching WB streaming service would, on a business model, make more sense, because the more that you can offer your customer, the more that they're willing to stay on and keep streaming. And I will also point out that I am super sad to hear that Swamp Thing did get canceled. I really liked those first two episodes, so I'll say that is a real shame. And I really hope that whatever happens with the DC Universe app, if it collapses into a WB streaming service, that at some point they think about bringing back, even if it's just, a few episodes at a time, continuing the Swamp Thing show, because this is definitely like the most gritty and, close to comic book adaptation of Swamp Thing that I think we've ever seen in live action. This is, like Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. So WB, if you ever see this, which I doubt you ever will, if you do indeed cancel the DC Universe streaming service and you open up a WB streaming service, yes, definitely collapse all these superhero and DC shows into it, as well as consider bringing back Swamp Thing, because like this, if the first two episodes are any indication, this is something that I don't think you're going to want to let go. But as for you watching right now, I'm kind of curious as to your thoughts on the whole DC streaming service. Is it something you actually already are subscribed to, or is it something that you ended up skipping over because as much as you love superheroes, having one streaming service with pretty much the same niche content all over it just, doesn't catch your eye because you do want other things inside of your streaming service? So please leave your comments in the comment section below. And hey, if you like this video, hey, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not already, and hey, I'll see you in the next video. All right, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.